Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I am the Channeling Goddess. If you are new here, hi, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a reading, a pick a card reading actually, all about the messages Spirit has coming to you, okay? Some of you, these messages could come in the form of dreams. These messages could come in the form of someone random giving you a message, but Spirit wants you, it's almost like Spirit is giving this to you now so that when it does come to you, it will just be confirmation for you, right? It will just be continuous confirmation about the messages that Spirit wants to hear you, wants you to hear, sorry. for some of you in here, because I'm getting this message before we even get started, I'm getting this idea that Spirit has been trying to reach out to you, and the messages that Spirit has been giving you might be a little bit hard to believe. So give an example. So let's say Spirit tells you, or you've been getting signs that you're going to get a house by June, right? But you're not saving anything. You are not even thinking about a house. It's something that you want, but you feel like it's so far away from what could actually happen for you that you're not even thinking like that. So when it's coming out for you, you're just like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'm like not getting it. Spirit is saying that these messages they're things that you've been ignoring, and Spirit wants to give you some insight into the messages that's coming in for you, okay? So we have two piles here. So pile number 1 and pile number 2. Please make sure that when you are choosing the piles, I always say it helps to slow down, right? Take 3 mindful breaths. Usually I say inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. This method just helps you get calmed, it helps your body relax, but it also helps you get in sync with your intuition and what Spirit is trying to tell you, and it will help you choose the pile that's best for you. But it also helps you sometimes to absorb those messages that's coming in for you, okay? So we'll go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, you chose this deck. So this is, I can't even remember what this deck is called, but it's actually, I think it's called the Element deck, I think is what it's called. But this is one of my favorite decks. I love the artistry in this deck. It's so beautiful to me. But we're gonna shuffle and get some messages about what are some of the things, some of the messages that Spirit has coming to you. Now I do have some other cards here that I'm going to use for clarification. So the things that may come are maybe not just about messages. It may be confirmation about the messages as well, or other like physical things or spiritual things that's coming in for you. Okay, so let's get started. I already shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, and then we're going to cut the deck and we're going to see what comes out. Okay, I just saw inner authority and reclaim your power, but we're gonna do it this way. I want to do it like this, so we'll separate, we'll do it like this, and then we'll come up and let's see what comes out. Okay, so your first card is Star Divine. It says inner divine, deities, guidance, clarity, and protection. Okay, that's card number 1. We're gonna get 3. Card number 2 is desire. It says heart's true desire, gratitude, address inner blocks. Okay. And then your final card is sunshine. Okay. So it says light, passion, illumination, motivation, don't dim. Okay. And then your bottom deck energy, I'm going to move these up a little bit. Your bottom deck energy is confidence. Okay. It says take up space, love yourself, be you, you are worthy. Okay. So there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire energy, particularly for pile number 1. So you may be a fire sign. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, I believe. So Spirit is asking you specifically to shine. Now this is specific, okay? Some of you have desires of your heart, right? Certain things that you really, really want to do. But those things may require you to be in the public eye, okay? And you may consider yourself an introvert, right? Where you're not really, the public eye is not really your thing, but you want to do this. Spirit is asking you to step forward and put yourself more in the public eye. This message came out a little bit on Instagram. The message that I did this morning, it came out on Instagram. Spirit is asking you to be brave, right? Fortune favors the bold. I'm hearing that in my head. Okay. So some of you, you have like dimmed your light around not just yourself, but around people. You've made yourself small. You've stopped seeing yourself as the badass that you are, as the hotness that you are, right? Like the hot chick or the hot guy, right? You stop seeing yourself as powerful as you are. I will also say that you may discover some things about yourself. So maybe some old passions may come back just by you stepping into the public eye. For some of you in here, okay, for some of you in here, there is a path to fame here for you. And it may not be something that you necessarily craved, but it is part of your journey, right? It's part of your journey here in this particular lifetime is to be in the public eye. It is to get away from that fear of failure, get away from that fear of not or being seen. I don't want to say not being seen. There's a fear of being seen. There's a fear of people knowing you for who you are, right? Not just, hey, we see you, like, okay, and just move, like people. It's almost like you're gonna wear your heart on your sleeve. So sometimes, if you I'm hearing, I think it's Beyonce who said it. I'm sensitive about my shit, right? Sometimes when you put yourself out there and you put, you're putting your heart out there, right? You're putting your essence into something. To put it out into the public eye is very scary, right? It is not something that you're necessarily comfortable with all the time, because we do, like, even though people say, I don't really care what people think about me, in the grand scheme of things, most of us actually do, right? But Spirit is asking you to shine your light. Spirit is asking you to let that divineness that's within you shine. I'm also seeing the Aries card. So Spirit is asking you to be more like an Aries. Start, be a little bit bold, be a little bit more passionate about who you are. Something about your passion in this particular endeavor is really going to change things for you, because your passion is going to shine through with this work. So whatever this is, it could be tarot reading, it could be a channeler, it could be writing a book, it could be singing, it could be acting, it could be anything. But there is a passion. You could be helping people, right? I'm seeing somebody like looks like a social worker. There's a passion that you have for doing this thing, and Spirit is asking you to not sit behind the camera, which is kind of a little bit talking to me as well, because I can feel this. I don't necessarily like being in front of the camera. Spirit is asking you to come from behind the camera. Spirit is asking you to be okay with your face being seen, because something about you coming forward is going to heal other people, right? It's going to give other people who've wanted to be more in the spotlight but have been afraid. You're going to give them strength, because they're going to see you do it, right? Even in your nervousness, even in your fear, Spirit is asking you to still continue to do this, because this is something that is not just going to change you. It is going to change people that know you. It is going to change people that come into contact with you. Like, this is not, like, what Spirit is asking you to do is not just for you, right? It has a ripple effect. Like, I'm literally seeing, like, I think it's in Pocahontas, where the tree it touches the water and it creates a ripple effect. Spirit is saying, you coming from behind the camera, which it doesn't seem like a whole lot, you coming from behind the camera, or you putting yourself out there, or you being brave enough to say, I'm going to do this, something about that will not only heal the inner child within you, it will heal or start to heal the inner child in other people. It will start to heal things in them that they didn't even know that needed to be healed. So take your time, okay? Because I know what Spirit is asking you to do is a bit scary, but it is for your highest good. You stepping out into this power, you shining your light, is what you're actually meant to do, okay? Let me get you some other cards. What did I do with them? Some of you don't have a lot of confidence, and Spirit is saying, sometimes you have to do things even if you lack confidence. Sometimes you have to do things in fear, okay? But you're a star. Look, at your first card was the number one card, Star Divine. And I didn't even realize this. You have 1, 1, 2, and I think this is not, So Spirit is saying you're coming to the end of a cycle. That's why this 9 is here. You're coming to the end of a cycle, and you're getting ready to start something new. Like, to me, for some reason, even though this is a 2 card, it's reminding me of the Fool card when he's standing on the cliff and getting ready to jump. Spirit is saying you're starting starting a new endeavor, and they're going to be there to support you, right? I'm hearing shine bright like a diamond. Spirit is asking you to shine because your light cannot be hidden, right? You can only hide yourself for so long. You can only dumb yourself down or make yourself small for so long. There are so many things that Spirit is asking you to do. So let's get you a couple cards. Let's see. Spirit, any additional messages? Okay. That's too many. Let's see. Any additional messages, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so what you may want to do may involve travel. So it says embarking on a journey could be your path to wealth, as abundant opportunities await you in this world. Yeah, Spirit is saying there's some opportunities that are awaiting you, right? There are some abundances coming to you. Now, this travel doesn't have to be physical. This could be traveling of mind. This could be traveling in your dream state. I think I mentioned in the beginning that some of these messages that Spirit want to give to you could be coming to you in your dreams. The Spirit is asking you to step outside of your comfort zone and traverse into new things, because there's so much wealth and abundance for you, not just monetary wealth, but wealth in spirit, wealth in mind. And then you also have the Boss card. It says gone are the days of answering to anyone else. Your destiny is in your own hands. And I just saw 11:11. Spirit is saying this is going to free you. Going down this new path is really going to free you to do something else. It's going to free you from feeling like you're so confined and feeling like you can't move. Spirit is saying the reason why you're getting this message now is because something is going to come along, right? Something is going to come along that's going to put you in the spotlight, and you're going to be questioning it, and Spirit is giving you the answer before the problem, right? So this is a timeless reading. So no matter when you see this, just know that Spirit is giving you the answer before the problem, because something is coming for you. It feels fiery. It almost feels like I'm seeing the 8 of Wands card in my mind's eye. It feels like it's going to rush at you, and it may feel like a lot to deal with all at once, but Spirit said you got this, right? Something about this message is preparing you. Something about the messages that you're going to get from Spirit is preparing you for what this is, what this thing is coming, this thing that is coming toward you. Anything else, Spirit? I literally just heard be prepared. So I don't know if you're watching The Lion King. The Spirit is asking you to be prepared. They're being funny. So I'm going to pull you. I just shuffled the money and the law of attraction card. So what came out for you was 59. So it says life is always working out for me. And I'm going to read the back of it. It says, I like understanding that things are always evolving. While there are many things that could be better where I am, it is not really a problem because where I am is constantly changing to something better. See, you're moving into something new. I like knowing that as I look for the best things around me where I am, those things become more prevalent in my experience. It is fun to know that things are always working out for me. And as I watch for the evidence of that, I see more evidence of that every day. So I'm going to sit this here and screenshot if you need to, but this is, to me, this is like your meditation card. Keep that in mind, because Spirit is really doing a lot for you. Spirit is really changing things for you, but you have to be open to these changes, and these changes are going to require you to come out of your shell. And as somebody who do not like coming out of their shell, I get it, but Spirit is saying you're going to have to come out of your shell. And I didn't even realize this card has all of the elements here. So earth, wind, fire, and water. I think that's what it is. They're all here. So Spirit is saying it's almost like you have protection on each side. That's what I'm hearing. So your ancestors, your guides, Spirit, all of them are around you, protecting you. And yes, they know that there is some fear there, but they're asking you to move through this anyway. Okay. Pile number 1, that is all the messages that I have for you. I am sending you so much love and wishing you the best of luck. Please feel free to comment, share, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time in my next video. I will move on to pile number 2. Pile number 2. So you chose this pile. I am going to go ahead and get started because I feel like a lot of messages are already coming through. So I've already shuffled these, but I am going to mix them up a little bit more, and then we'll cut the deck, and then we'll get you 3 cards. Okay. Yep. I'm sorry. It just came out. I'm going to keep going, because we are going to cut the deck. Okay. So, and I just saw 1444 on the clock. So That may be confirmation for someone. All right, so let's see what we got. Your first card is your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Okay. What other messages do you have from the spirit? The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. Okay. And we're going to get you one more card and then your bottom deck energy. So it says all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And then your last card is the blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration, time. Okay, so I'm already starting to get some messages. So you may be going, and it may be why I saw the I'm sorry card. Spirit is almost, I'm seeing a canvas being wiped clean. I see a clean canvas. You may be going through a period of letting go of a lot. So this could be family, this could be friends, this could be a job, this could be ideas, this could be dreams, this could be hopes, right? You're starting over, right? And I think that's why the great severing is here as well. You're letting go so that more or better things can come in for you, right? There is a space of accountability that needs to happen for you. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you didn't have the greatest childhood, right? But now you're 31, right? And Spirit is saying now you have to hold yourself accountable for your actions, right? So we're wiping a slate clean. This could be something like you're going to therapy and then things, you kind of start to work through those issues that you've always had. Spirit is asking you to have creative accountability. And what I'm seeing here is like the canvas is clean. It's a white, brand new, crisp canvas. And then I'm seeing somebody drawing on this canvas. Spirit is giving you almost like a restart. Like it's like you're getting a do-over. Spirit is allowing you to draw the life that you want. So you may be in the midst of like manifesting a dream life. Spirit is saying, be careful with the strokes and the brushes and the colors that you use to make this manifestation, because this is really going to be the precipice of the next, and I just heard 4 years of your life. So this is really going to change how you see the world. It is going to change how you interact with yourself and other people. But it's almost like Spirit is giving you a do-over. It's like Spirit is giving you a midlife do-over. That's the best way I can describe it. But it is going to require you cutting out a lot of things, right? So people, places, whatever the case may be. And some of that may be hard to swallow, okay? The great severing talks about softening to love. I don't know if you've been single for a little while, but love is coming in for you. But some, like in order for that to come in, you're gonna have to wipe away some of this other stuff. So that's probably why I keep seeing this canvas that's being wiped clean, and I keep seeing someone starting with a brush and black paint or something like that. But Spirit is saying that this canvas being wiped clean is going to soften you to love. Now, this love doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be self-love. This could be love of a friend, right? You could be meeting new people in the next, 4 or 5 years. But Spirit is giving you a do-over. They keep making me repeat that. So I don't know if you've been asking for that. I don't know if you like have sat down and said, Lord, if I could just, if I could do my life over, I will. Spirit, if you could just help me. Spirit is giving you a do-over. Spirit is giving you a chance to almost reset. You may be quantum jumping. I just heard that you may be quantum jumping. So there may be like not manifestations. Well, you may be doing manifestations. Maybe that's part of your manifestation is quantum jumping. But what I was going to say is you may be doing affirmations that allow you to quantum jump in your sleep. Spirit is saying to keep going with that, because it's really going to open up a new path that's going to lead you back to who you are. And this all paths lead to home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Spirit is asking you to go within to see what it is that you really want, right? So take your time while you're painting, right? Before you're ready to put your brush and paint to this canvas, take your time, okay? Spirit is saying This is going to transform your life, and you need to make sure that you're prepared for what you're asking Spirit for. You need to make sure that this is exactly what you want, because sometimes who is it? Daughtry. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it all. Be careful, okay? Make sure that you take time. Make sure that you sit in that energy of the things that you want. Make sure that you sit in that space where you understand the consequences, if there are any. Understand the reactions to you. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Understand what those are for the things that you're asking for. I personally, whenever I'm doing manifestations, I always say to the good of all and harm to none, because sometimes when we just speak all willy-nilly to the universe, it fills in the blanks, and sometimes we don't like the way the universe fills in the blanks. So be specific about what it is that you're asking for. Okay, I don't care if you, let's say you want a husband, right? And you want him to look a certain way, you want him to be a certain color, you want him to have a certain accent. Be specific. Okay, and then this bottom card is spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. This is your bottom deck energy. What you're doing right now is awakening something new within you. And like I talked about the blank canvas, to me, that's what this is. You're going through an initiation. You're going into a new awakening. And you may be going into a space where you're really going to have to trust your intuition. So be prepared for that. I'm learning to do the same thing. So be open to, even if it sounds weird, even if you don't quite understand what's being said, ask for guidance, ask Spirit for confirmation, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I will say that you are moving into a space where the canvas is really going to be wiped clean. It's almost going to be like an initiation. You're going to come out like white as snow, or crystal clean, or whatever you want to call it. You're going to come out a completely different person, but the slate is going to be wiped clean. Okay, let's get you some additional messages. Okay, Spirit, do you have any additional messages for pile number 2? Too many cards. We're going to keep shuffling. I saw fear, failure, loss, and retirement, but we're going to keep shuffling to see what else comes out. Okay, Spirit, can I get 2 cards, please? Thank you. Okay, so your first card was artist. It says a true artist lives their art. Let your life be your canvas. Wow, I was talking about a canvas. And you will create your greatest masterpiece. Look at that. Spirit is giving you confirmation. They're going to wipe the slate clean. And then it has empowerment. It said, are you ready to fully step into your power and accept all the responsibilities that come with it? What did I say? Creative accountability. You're going to have to be accountable for all of your actions from this point on, right? Spirit is not negating what you went through in your past life. Spirit is not negating what you went through in your childhood, but Spirit is saying now it's time to come out of that. Now it's time to move forward. Now it's time for something else to happen. Now it's time for you to see yourself in a different light, and they're going to wipe the slate clean for you, and you're going to be your own artist. You are going to be able to paint the picture of the canvas of your life. Okay, and I'm going to get you one more card. I'm shuffling from the money and the law of attraction cards deck. Let's see what comes out for you. Spirit, can I get one card? Thank you for the other 2. Oop, it's too many cards. Too many. And I just heard, I can't think of who sings it, but I know a change gonna come. So change is definitely coming for you. Like, you really are. I think this is beautiful when you get to write your own story. And we all do, right? We all get to write our own story. But something about this, Spirit is really wiping the slate clean for you, okay? So the card that came out for you is the story I tell is the basis of my life. Oh my God, this is so in sync. The story I tell is the basis of my life. So we're going to read the back. It says, there is no right or wrong way to tell your improved story. It can be about your past, present, or future experiences. The only criterion is that is important is that you be conscious of your intent to tell a better feeling, improved version of your story. Telling many good feeling short stories throughout your day will change your point of attraction. Just remember that the story you tell is the basis of your life. So tell it the way you want it to be. Okay. So Spirit is really talking about you rewriting your story. I'm hearing, I think it's Natasha Bedingfield. The rest is still unwritten. Something about this is you really are getting a do-over. I don't know what this looks like for you, but you really are getting a do-over. And I personally think that this is beautiful. I think that getting a do-over at life and getting to rewrite your own story, getting to start over with a new clean slate and get to draw on your own canvas, be your own artist, I think is beautiful. So I want to commend you. I wish you the best of luck. You also might be on I'm going to say this because it keeps coming out for me. Your bottom, under this card, you had double mission. So it says, light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Spirit is asking you to be you. And something about that being you is, maybe for a long time you didn't know who you were because you were so busy living your life based off what other people thought you should and should not do. And Spirit is asking you to be you, and part of being you is to let the world see who you are by drawing on this canvas. Like, draw what it is that you want. This doesn't have to be physical. For some of you, this is actual drawing, but for others of you, this is really just you changing the narrative of your life, changing the narrative of who you are as a person, and being who you really are, not what other people assume you should be. Okay, so that really is all the messages that I have for you, pal number 2. I am wishing you so much luck, and please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.